Good morning. Welcome back to our Friday Conversations with Pastor Philomena. Today is Friday, January 15th, and here we are again.
Yes, the days are flying in January, and we're thinking, where did it go? Well, we know we're counting the days that we will be able to come back to worship. So that's where I want us to begin. At this time, we do not know when. Our session is going to have a meeting on Tuesday, and then we will keep you posted. Let us prepare ourselves, even as in waiting, knowing that what has transpired in our nation capital last week has really affected each one of us. And yet we as children of God, we take hope in the Lord that there will be calm at the end of the windstorm that blows through our communities and our nations. And so let us keep praying and let us hold on fast to what we hold dear to our hearts, and that is God through Jesus Christ. That He will strengthen us and He will give us the grace to continue to share with one another, knowing that He is our refuge and strength in times like this. And so let us keep on praying and seeking God's face, even as we wait when we can see each other. Please know that we have Thursday morning at 10:15 for those who are able to join us via Zoom, that we can share conversation and a safe place to come in times like this, to be able to see each other and to be able to carry a conversation with one another in prayer. So I hope you can join us on Thursday morning at 10:15 via Zoom.
So we have a fellowship time, 10:15 and 7 p.m.
And 7 p.m., yes, on Thursdays.
So join us Thursday. The Zoom link was in your update last Friday. You can also find the Zoom link in your January newsletter. So flip to that. It tells you where to go and the password to use to join us for any of our Zoom conversations. It's the same link for our Second at Second that meets on Sundays as well as the Thursday meeting.
Right.
Quite a few reminders again this week that we've reminded you about last week.
Yes.
One is the Mission Study survey. If you haven't completed that, please do so. The Mission Study group is still putting the information together, but you still have time to get your survey in. You can send it electronically or mail it to the church.
Yes, this will help us to complete the mission study and move forward with the forming the pastoral nominating committee or PNC to get the forms ready to call and install pastor. It takes time, and the longer we wait on getting on these mission work done, the longer it might take for us to begin the process of calling and install pastors. So as you pray about who is coming to be the next pastor, please also pray for those who will be in place during this process that will be formed. You might be the one to be called upon to be part of the pastor nominating committee. So please lift that up also in your prayers in the waiting time.
Another reminder is we have offering envelopes for those who use offering envelopes or have requested them. They are at the church. They're between the two sets of double doors in our entryway. You can pick those up at any time. Just call the church first to make sure someone is here and able to let you in. So we ask that you stop by and pick those up.
We have mission highlights for you. There is the 2-coin meal that is being shared as the focus for January for the mission team. This is collecting a spare change, 2 coins, a meal. It's a wonderful program that goes to combat hunger in the PCUSA or in the Presbyterian Church hunger program. The 75% of what it's collected is returned in the congregation, and that 25% goes to support the mission of PCUSA. And so the last day to do this collection will be January 31st. So please make a note. If you are unable to attend the church, at church, If you are not able to bring it in person because church is still closed, you can by all means send it via email. Snail mail. Thank you.
Now, we did have a suggestion. As you're collecting your coins during your meal, at the end of January, you could add up all of your coins and then write a check, because it's going to be sort of difficult to mail us a bag of coins. So
yes, indeed.
keep that in mind. You can do that, or you could drop them off at the church, but please don't mail all of your coins.
Yeah, please
Could
bring
create
it.
a problem.
All right.
And then a little history. We left off last time around 1953. We had completed a new building, a new sanctuary that was attached to our old sanctuary. And the church used that sanctuary beginning in 1953. And remember, the basement was Sunday school rooms and the kitchen and the dining room. Mm-hmm. That's where we had our famous fish fries to begin with, in the basement. So in 1953, our minister was Reverend Warren Shelley. Reverend Warren Shelley passed away in the fall of 1956. Very sadly, he had been here since 1946, so he was here about 10 years. Mm-hmm. Reverend Shelley passed away. We were without a pastor for a while, and then we called Reverend Robert Lakey, who was serving at the Tamath Presbyterian Church at that time. Reverend Lakey got here on January 1st, 1957. Under him, we continued to worship in what is now known as Shelley Hall, which is our gym, until around 1963, when our congregation continued to grow. We had 2 worship services by that time, and there wasn't enough room for us in our current sanctuary. So around the early 60s, we embarked on a big building campaign, building fund, and we built our current sanctuary in 1964. We turned the 1953 building into a fellowship hall and a gym, so that remained part of our church. The sanctuary is our current one. That was dedicated in 1965. And then, because they were widening Midland Road to 5 lanes from 2 lanes, we had to demolish the original 1883 structure because it was right next to the road, and we were stopping the progress of the highway. So we had to take that down. So we have some mementos from that old building, though. Not all was lost. In the church library, we've got the original lock that was on the door. We've got some bricks that have been unearthed over time. When we did a building project a couple of years ago, we found some bricks from the original building. So that's pretty neat. We've got those mementos. The original cornerstone is in our hallway. So we do have some reminders of the 1883 building and all the struggles that little congregation went through to get us where we are today.
Amen. Amen. Well, thank you that we have been able to catch up with our history, and we will continue with that history. But in the meantime, we would like to hear from you. What do you want us to talk about during our Friday conversations? Do you have questions? Please email it to the church office email address, or call us at the church office, and we will be more than happy to bring a topic that you desire, and we will see if we can have answers to all of them.
Until next time, take care.
Stay blessed and have a blessed week.